Welcome to the channel. So today I am going to discuss about a very important topic, and this topic is smog. Before moving any further, first of all, do remember to subscribe the channel so you can receive notifications for the upcoming videos. So let's see that what is smog. Smog is the mixture of two components, smoke and fog. The term was introduced first in mid 20th century in London. The term smog was defined more than 3 decades ago to describe a mixture of smoke and fog in the air. Today, smog is a general term used to describe a mixture of air pollutants. Its primary component is harmful ozone found at ground level. Smog is formed as a result of complex photochemical reactions that involve nitrogen oxides and volatile organic compounds. Smog causing pollutants are found in sources like exhaust from vehicles, fumes from power plants, and solvents. Smog reduces visibility. Smog can also cause several health problems like breathing problems, decrease in resistance to colds and infection, irritation of eyes, and asthma. Let's see that what is ground level ozone. Ground level ozone forms when nitrogen oxides and volatile organic compounds combine in the presence of sunlight and heat. Ground level ozone is a harmful pollutant and should not be confused with the protective ozone in the upper atmosphere, which shields the earth from the sun's ultraviolet rays. Now let's see that what is PM 2.5. PM 2.5 is a mixture of microscopic particles of soot, ash, dirt, dust, and metals in the air measuring less than 2.5 micrometers in size. It comes from industrial and vehicle emissions, brake lining, tire wear, road dust, agriculture, construction, and wood burning. PM 2.5 is primarily formed from chemical reactions in the atmosphere and through fuel combustion. PM 2.5 poses a health concern because it can pass through the nose and throat and get deep into the lungs. Now let's see that what are the effects of smog. Effects on human health. Smog is composed of a mixture of air pollutants which can endanger human health. Various human health problems such as asthma, lung infections, and cancers are caused by the effects of smog. Some of the effects of smog include coughing and irritation of eyes, chest, nose, and throat, breathing difficulties, and lung damage, asthma, premature deaths because of respiratory and cancer diseases, birth defects and low birth weights, the risk of developing rickets, risks of road accidents or even plane crash, and implications for plants and animals include smog inhibits the growth of plants and can lead to extensive damage to crops, trees, and vegetation. When crops and vegetables are exposed to smog, it interferes with their ability to fight infections, thus increasing their vulnerability to diseases. The smog's impact of altering the natural environment makes it difficult for animals to adapt or survive in such toxic conditions, which can kill countless animal species or make them susceptible to illness. Photochemical smog caused when nitrogen oxides react in the presence of sunlight is established to destroy plant life and irritate sensitive tissues of both plants and animals. Smog is a very dangerous concept which is a result of air pollution. Smog is very harmful for living things and for non living things as well. Smog damages the infrastructure, the buildings that are considered as cultural heritage, the bridges, materials and surfaces such as rubber, plastics, textiles, paints, fabrics, and metal surfaces. Smog destroys the environment as well. Smog increases the acidity of soil, thus making soil acidic, which can have harmful implications. Smog negatively affects the water bodies. So, in the last but not the least, basically, smog is really harmful for the transportation sector as well, because it damages the exterior of cars, and poor visibility leads to accidents and traffic congestion. Smog leads to cancellation of flights. So, in simplest terms, we can say that when we are living a normal life, we are observing everything clearly. That's why we are living normally. But if something becomes blurry, if our vision becomes blurry and we are unable to see everything, so it makes us vulnerable to a lot of accidents and a lot of incidents. Smog is just fog, a dangerous fog, a fog that is very harmful for human health, for the biodiversity, for the non living elements that are present in our environment. Basically, we can say that in simplest terms we can describe that smog is basically a disease of the air. When air is ill, it becomes smog, because when the air is healthy, so we have fog, but when fog reacts with smoke, it becomes smog, which is very harmful for everything that is present in the environment, because every living or non living thing has to face a layer of smoke. Smog means fog plus smoke. So, every living or non living thing has to face a layer of very harmful air pollutants. So, the best thing is to avoid this situation by wearing masks, wearing sunglasses, mm, and reducing outdoor exposure. These are some of the simplest strategies that human beings can really apply in their daily lives. Use of masks prevents our exposure to smog. Wearing sunglasses protects our eyes, and reducing the exposure helps us, and like staying indoors helps us um, in avoiding this air disease. And if you are not going outside and you are living inside, the main thing is that you should keep all of the windows and doors closed to prevent cross ventilation. Drink a lot of water and stay hydrated. Smog is not just a scientific concept, it's a practical issue. It's a harmful air disease that can have very negative implications on our health and on our environment. So, the main thing is that we should try to promote awareness. We should try to have some knowledge about the precautionary measures, about the protective strategies that we can apply, that we can utilize for preventing the negative implications of smog. For this, you can use your mobile and you can search smog. First of all, study that what is smog. Why is your vision blurry? Why is this air so thick or so dense, and why we are not able to see anything? And when you will search, you will find that smog is a very uh, toxic concept. Basically, this is in simplest terms I can say that basically smog is the disease of air or the disease of atmosphere. So we can search on the internet and we will find a lot of precautionary measures, a lot of ideas, a lot of strategies, methodologies that can be applied or that can be utilized for preventing negative implications of smog on human health and on the environment as well. Some of the strategies that can be very helpful for combating the smog are issuance of health advisory, issuance of traffic advisory, ban on burning of crop residue, shutting down of major smoke emitting industries, introduction of low sulfur fuels, adoption of Euro 2 standards for reduction of vehicular emissions, installation of catalytic converters in vehicles for reduction of harmful emissions, better traffic management for reduction of vehicular emissions, controlling burning of municipal waste and crop residue, building capacity to monitor and forecast episodes of high air pollution, creating woodlands around major cities, road shoulders designed to control fugitive earth, planned urban and industrial development, greening of industrial processes, and regional environmental agreements. It is our responsibility to ensure safety of ourselves and for the environment as well, because the biodiversity such as birds are very sensitive and they don't have any sort of adaptive measures. They have no knowledge or awareness about the adaptive measures and they cannot adapt, they cannot cope with the smog. Birds are very sensitive and they are more vulnerable to smog because they have no indoors, they have no houses. So how they will protect themselves? They don't have masks, so they don't have any sort of protective measures, they don't have any sort of knowledge or awareness regarding that. So and as we all know that birds are very very sensitive, so it is our responsibility to reduce or combat smog so that we can provide the birds with clean air so they can breathe in clean air. Smog is a very harmful concept, and it is a responsibility of each and every person to first of all work for combating or controlling smog, and after that it is our responsibility and it is our need as well to follow some sort of precautionary measures that I have mentioned before, such as wearing masks and wearing sunglasses and staying indoors and keeping the doors and windows closed. But it is also our responsibility to protect the biodiversity as well. For that, we have to control the smog so that we can provide the animals and birds with clean air to breathe. So this was my today's video. I hope you liked it and I have discussed a very important topic, a topic that is very much important for the science students, environmental and climate change activists and researchers. So I hope so that you like the whole content. So do subscribe the channel so you can receive the notifications for the upcoming videos. And if you like the videos, so do hit the like button as well. And do share this content with your friends and family, because this content is very informative. This is not just informative for the science students, it is also informative for the layman as well, because this content is promoting awareness, and awareness is solution of every problem. So do subscribe, and if you like the video, so do hit the like button as well, and share this content with your family and friends, because this is very very much informative, and I think so that it is very much compulsory or mandatory for every person, because smog is a very important issue and every person is facing that. So that was today's video. I hope you liked it.